is not uncommon to think that hazing only happens in fraternities and sororities. But guess what? Nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, while most organizations do not involve themselves in hazing, hazing occurs frequently in high school and almost every form of college organization. That is not to say that hazing doesn't happen in fraternities and sororities. It simply means that if you don't watch out for hazing in your activities, you will end up being a victim or the perpetrator. Hi, I'm Margaret Meek, and this is Hazing Happens. Hazing and bullying are often confused. The best way to know if hazing is happening is to note if the person being a bully is holding membership in any organization, group, or team as a reward for going along with being bullied. In other words, if you are asked to do something to be welcomed into any group you wouldn't feel pride in doing in front of your grandmother, you are probably being hazed. For those of you who need a more careful, curated list, here are the activities listed by the organization Stop Hazing. Social isolation, deception, enforced silence, the demand that the student joining the organization always have a specific item on their person at all times, verbal abuse, threats or implied threats, enforced wearing of embarrassing clothing, sleep deprivation, doing skits or acts that are meant to embarrass, forced alcohol or drug consumption, paddling, beating, or any form of physical abuse, branding, forced ingestion of any food, especially sickening foods or drink, water intoxication, kidnapping or abduction, or sexual assaults are signs of hazing activities. If you are asked to engage in any of these activities to be accepted into an organization or team, walk away. If the activities are severe enough or involve any level of alcohol or drugs, report what is happening to campus officials, alums, or others who can take action to shut down the events as soon as possible. No one needs these kinds of hurdles to friendship or membership. None of you need the guilt of refusing to step in should someone be permanently hurt. You can go to other places and groups to gain a much more valuable membership. So how frequently does hazing occur? Believe it or not, hazing is self-reported at twice the rate in high school than in college, and college more than the military. Most of the trusted statistics are a bit old, but there is no reason to believe that the number of people experiencing hazing has gone down. One survey shared their results widely, saying 1.5 million high schoolers experience hazing. 74% of student athletes experience hazing in college, most frequently hazing activities that involved alcohol. 55% of college students involved in teams, organizations, fraternities, or sororities experienced some level of hazing. 71% of students indicated that the hazing they witnessed involved alcohol. Only 1 in 10 students who were hazed labeled the activity as hazing, and frighteningly, 35% of Americans think hazing has a positive role in an organization's development or culture. So if people don't recognize hazing, and not everyone who is hazed ends up in the hospital or dead, is it bad? Well, yes. First, the impact on the individual being hazed includes self-doubt, depression, fear, isolation, and feeling distance from the mission of the organization. Mental health challenges result from being hazed. There are also physical effects of the hazing, which includes physical assault, kidnapping, alcohol, or drugs. Organizations can think that putting potential members through these hurdles will increase their unit cohesion, except that generally is not the actual outcome. Bonding is not listed as an outcome by 2/3 of the respondents to those surveys I just referenced, and 3/4 of the respondents indicated that accomplishment of the hazing activities did not give them a sense of personal achievement. Bonding comes from working together toward a common cause, and a feeling of accomplishment comes from that cause being within the organization's mission. Any organization with embarrassment or subjugation as a part of its purpose or mission is not worthy of your time and talents. If the organization allows hazing activities to continue or become systemic, the events tend to become more and more dangerous as the years pass. Teams will find that working together for a victory becomes more complicated if the team members lack trust or believe that their teammates don't want the best for each other. Organizations that pride themselves on leadership undermine the whole concept if they think being a leader comes from embarrassing others. Humiliation is not the road to earning leadership credibility. So why do individual members haze? A small group does so because they believe the actions build achievement or bonding. They complete the action more because they want to be seen as dedicated to the organization. Others put potential new members through their paces simply because they want to believe someone is as gullible as they were when they completed the same actions. Finally, there is a component of these groups who are just plain sadistic. They have fun making others feel uncomfortable. For those who don't understand how dangerous hazing can be, people have died, been disfigured, and also become so challenged mentally that they leave the organization or even leave the school. For those who haze, there have been suspensions from the organization and or the school, prison sentences, and the mental challenges that come with knowing you have hurt another person. Organizations and teams have been disbanded or removed from campus because of members' hazing activities. Why do those who are being hazed complete activities they know can be unsafe or damaging to their mental health? Some do it because they really want to be members of an organization or team they are trying to join. Others participate because they're joiners. It doesn't matter what the organization is, they like to go along with what everyone else is doing. Some complete the tasks for fear of being singled out or left behind. And others don't know any better. They trust the older members and are willing to do what they are told. Now, if you have survived hazing and want to make a real name for yourself as a leader, work from inside the organization to eliminate all traces of hazing in your group. Speak with campus advisors, the current organizational leadership, and fellow members to help them understand that your group or team will be much better without these activities. Serving as a change agent is laudable, and if you can't find any other reason, it would make a great story for your admissions or job applications. For those who don't know, 44 states have anti-hazing laws that impact all levels of education. A new United States law, the Stop Campus Hazing Act, will go into effect June 23, 2026. While this law only impacts college campuses, it offers excellent news for those who want to know if an organization on a specific campus has a record of hazing. Each campus must now include hazing as a part of the annual security reports that must be filed with the government. Also, each campus must create and share a campus hazing transparency report. If you go to the link below this video, you can review the University of Virginia Transparency Report, which was posted in mid-February 2025. This report is an excellent example of the information that each college's Student Affairs Division will share. So the moral of the story is that you don't need to be hazed. You don't need to do the hazing. No organization is made better by engaging in activities that make potential members demonstrate that they are valued less than the current members of the team, chapter, group, or organization. Hazing is stupid. Those who haze are weak. Allowing yourself to be hazed is not the sign of strength you may think it is. Be an actual leader and just say no. If you have any further questions, please note them in the comments section below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel.